So what do you do for Thanksgiving after the game? Do you get to spend some time?
Dinner with my family. Yeah, they were here in town, and we had dinner. A little less easy to enjoy after a loss, but nonetheless, a lot to be thankful for, and had a good night.
Frank was talking about that a little bit on I think Monday it was, just coming out of a loss on a day you're supposed to kind of be thankful and enjoy the family. How long does it take you to personally just shake any loss?
About a day.
Yeah.
On the weekend when you don't get to come back in, it may linger a little bit longer, but typically about a day. Either way, win or lose, you kind of get over the happiness of it or the sadness of it about 24 hours.
Yeah, one other thing, Frank was talking about being in a playoff run for the first time, but he's been in the playoffs a lot. What do you think that, finally being in a playoff contention means to guys like that who've been around a while?
Yeah, it makes every game mean a little bit more, and you're playing for something. We certainly have a lot of work to do to really put ourselves in there, but it's one game at a time, and we've got 6 left, and how many of those can we win to give ourselves the best chance?
Is that the fun time of the year?
It's very fun. Yes, it's very fun when you're playing for something, and again, we got to keep winning, but if we do, we'll be certainly playing for a lot more towards the end.
Jared, how important is it not to get caught up in that? I mean, a lot of fans and a lot of people will talk about looking at the next 6 games or something like that. I mean, it's just really Jacksonville for you.
It's really easy when you turn on the film with these guys. They're a good team, man, and they're good on defense. They're good on offense. They're hungry like us, and they're 4-7 just like us. They're kind of in that same situation where your back's against the wall, and they're going to come to play, and as are we.
They're also kind of turning the corner, I guess, a little bit with their success. 2 wins in their last 3, a really big one last week. What are you seeing from them defensively? What do they do well, or what are they doing well right now?
Yeah, they're really good tacklers. They got a good solid front. I think their linebacking crew is underrated as one of the better ones in the league, and on the back end they're young but make a lot of good plays, man. They're good. They're really good. They play hard. They're very similar to us in some ways where they struggled early on, and they're kind of figuring things out as of late. And yeah, it'll be a hard-fought, tough game, 4 quarters, and we know they're going to give us everything they got.
Is there any kinship, maybe not even on a personal level, but like with Trevor, number 1 overall pick, something that you can sort of look at his story and relate to?
I don't know. There's a lot of us in the league, and maybe quarterback-wise, maybe. Trevor's a guy I know mutually, and is a great dude, and has had a good year up to this point, and particularly as of late has played really well, and certainly will give our defense plenty to worry about.
The second part of the question was, sort of he's really come on of late, and you know it right from maybe not starting right away as a rookie. How long does it take to find your footing as a quarterback?
Hopefully sooner than later, and I think right about in that second year, kind of right now, the middle of that second year, call it, I don't know, 20th start, 25th start, kind of when it starts to go, hopefully. Some guys it's longer, some guys it's shorter, but hopefully by then it's starting to go, and for him, certainly you see it. They got a bunch of weapons out there, and he's making a ton of plays, and is a hell of a player.
We saw Tim Boyle get an opportunity with the Bears as well. How you feel about?
Selfishly bummed, but happy for him, man. He gets to be a part of an active roster now, and get a chance out there to do some things, and happy for him. Obviously we'll miss him here, and hopefully can get in the same room with him again one day.
I know every guy probably deals with it a little bit differently, but this is DJ's former team, and I think he was happy to get out of there and start something new. Do you sense like a different level of intensity with guys like that when they're getting that chance to show the former team what they're missing out on?
Yeah, of course. I know he's ready to go. I know he'll be ready to go. I think he came back last week and was kind of getting his feet underneath him a little bit, and I think this week kind of he'll be more himself and be ready to go, and hopefully we can get him involved.
Mike asked about being a part of a playoff run here. How does December football feel different when it's meaningful like this, when these games?
It changes everything. Last year, you think about this time last year, and you're kind of out of it, and just human nature. It's hard to get going every day. It's hard to get yourself ready to go, and Sundays, and even throughout the week, Wednesday through Friday. But now we're in the mix, and again, we certainly have to win and to keep ourselves in the mix. But we got a lot to play for, and we know that over these next 6 weeks. But it starts with right now this one, and hopefully get the first one and then go.
Last time we talked to you, you hadn't done anything with Jameis on the field.
Yeah.
Dan said you guys were incorporating a little bit more team stuff. So have you got a chance to throw it all with him? And what have you?
Yeah, looked good. Seen? Looked good. Did some stuff limited today, but looked good, and we'll see how it progresses. If it's this week, if it's next week, if it's the week after, I don't know, but looked good to me.
Have you seen his ping pong game?
He's not very good at ping pong, but he's good at football.
Have you got any sense of how fast he is on the field?
He's fast. He's very fast. He's very, very fast. Yeah.
There's 3 varies.
Yes.
Harris did anything? Like anyone you played with before? Is there any? Just
I mean, Brandon Cooks is probably the fastest guys I've played with, and it's a different type of speed though. And again, I haven't seen him play in a real game, but he's longer. He's a stride guy. He's got length. He's got wingspan. Brandon was more just kind of a burner and has done that well for a long time. But Jameson, he can extend on guys. He can really make catches away from his body, that type of stuff. And how much he's able to help us in these next 6 games, we'll see. But certainly as a quarterback, you want him on the field as soon as possible.
With speed like that, is there like a adjustment period for you with timing? And rhythm?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. We'll see. I don't know. It depends on what routes he's running and how much we're using him. But yeah, we'll see. It's like that with any player. It has nothing to do with how fast he is, but any guy, you want to get those reps. And we got some today, which is always helpful, and trying to get on the same page and hopefully get him incorporated soon.
How much are you into the World Cup right now?
A little bit. Yeah, I watched yesterday, and that was fun. Fun to see that. More stressful than I thought. I don't watch soccer much. In those last 10 minutes, it's kind of holding on a little bit. But yeah, go USA and see who we play next.
Jared, just to mention earlier about teams turning the corner. I don't know if this team has turned the corner yet, but can you at least see the corner?
Oh, we've turned. Yeah, no, we've turned and won 3 of our last 4, and felt like we had a good chance to win last week, and feel like we can play with anybody. So yeah, we're there, and certainly a different team than we were early in the year, and can play with anybody and can beat anybody.